Good day, everyone. I'm Janet Deliso and I will be your reporter for today. The topic we will be discussing is all about stimulants. So let's start in history. A Chinese physician used ephedra or ephedrine plants to cure asthma, bronchitis, and hay fever for over 5,000 years. South Americans have been chewed coca plant or cocaine for 2,000 years to provide alertness. Native North and South Americans have been chewing and smoking tobacco for at least 500 years for the same reasons. Amphetamine have been synthesized in Germany in year 1887. After that, starting 1920s, stimulants were used to cure various diseases and conditions such as epilepsy, schizophrenia, alcoholism, migraine, head injuries, ADHD or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, and narcolepsy. It was also heavily used by the US soldiers during the Vietnam War. Historically speaking, stimulant drugs such as cocaine was originally curing or treating asthma and other respiratory conditions, while amphetamines were also used throughout the Second World War to improve or increase the alertness and focus of the soldiers. During 1960s, they became potential for abuse and addiction became prominent. So, the authorities began to control the stimulant drugs like cocaine, and the medical use of it was restricted. In today's generation, stimulants, sometimes called upper, that was temporarily giving an increase in our neural activity and energy. And the most commonly used drugs or street drugs that fall under this category are cocaine and amphetamines. And here are some examples of stimulants. We can get stimulant if it is only prescribed by a physician. Why? Because other people use it as a dangerous drug that sometimes lead them into addiction. But on the other hand, here are some clinical uses of stimulants. If a stimulant is prescription cocaine, it is used for local anesthetic. If it is prescription stimulants, it is used for ADHD or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, narcolepsy, depression, and weight loss. If it is OTC stimulants or over-the-counter stimulants, it is used for decongestion and bronchodilation. Commonly, the user of these stimulants are athletes and students. Stimulants may come in capsules, tablets, injected in liquid form, crushed, or snorted, that sometimes lead them to addiction. Most of these stimulants are often abused among students and athletes trying to enhance their performance. They also use it recreationally that sometimes lead them to be addicted. And these illicit stimulants that commonly abused are cocaine, methamphetamines, and prescription stimulants that occasionally became their main priority in life, that they need to take repeated high doses of stimulants. If they continue this, it will have a long-term effect from continued abuse of these stimulants. It includes depression, cardiovascular complication, nausea, insomnia, depression, standard growth, hypertension, anxiety, aggressiveness, and manic states. Every one of us that will abuse or use dangerous drugs such as stimulants have an appropriate punishment according to Republic Act 9165 of 2002, Article 2, Section 5, Use of Dangerous Drugs. If a person apprehended or arrested who is found to be positive for use of any dangerous drug after a confirmatory test shall impose a penalty of minimum of 6 months rehabilitation in a government center. While if a person apprehended or arrested using dangerous drugs for second time, he or she shall suffer a penalty of imprisonment ranging from 6 years and 1 day to 12 years, and a fine ranging from 50,000 to 200,000. So this will be the end of my report. I hope you learned something from me. Thank you for listening.